Glad you're with us on Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. Well, a few days left for summer sun and fun with barbecues and ice cold beverages, picnics and popsicles. Stay cool, slim and trim despite the extra calorie intake with MD Body's cool sculpting specialist, Ramaya DeCrow, is here and she's going to share more. And with you, you brought popsicles.
Yes.
We're going to talk about popsicles, not just because we have wonderful Mexican food later,
right,
but we're going to talk about popsicles for another reason. Tell me why you brought them in.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to do a little bit of history about cool sculpting. So cool sculpting was invented in 2007, 2008, and during that process they actually realized that back in the 70s they were doing studies on children who ate popsicles all the time. They were depleting the fat pad in their cheeks, so they were getting dimpling. So with that process they started to do research and realized that the cryolipolysis, which is a technical term for freezing the fat, was happening when the kids were eating popsicles.
And so now we have cool sculpting, which can help freeze the fat in other parts of our body.
Yes.
Because I'm not real worried about the mouth and you know, as much as I am my hips.
Yeah, we need
right?
our cheeks.
But you really can eliminate fat for good with cold, right?
Yes.
And that's what we learned.
Yes. So what happens is the temperatures actually go below 30 degrees, and during this process the fat is no longer able to live in an environment. So think of almost when you stick an oil in freezer, it freezes. Once it cuts back to body temperature, it liquefies. That's the same that happens with our fat in our bodies. So once we raise it to a certain temperature and it dies off, those cells are no longer living. So they actually process just like a normal waste matter.
We say bye-bye.
Yes.
See you later.
Yep.
All right, let's talk
Gone
about
permanent.
The stomach seems to be the one area so many people really kind of focus on, both men and women, right? I mean, it seems like when we look in the mirror, that's the one place we always really catch first.
Yeah, and that's really the most common, I would say. Stomach and flanks are going to be a lot of the most prominent areas for ones, but they can see about 3 weeks a difference in their body, and then 3 to 4 months is really that full term of the full benefits.
You're like, hey, it's really gone.
Yes.
I believe in this. Well, you have lots of happy customers and clients, but let's go ahead and hear from one.
Through my diet, I could control my weight, but there were always those stubborn spots that I just couldn't get to go away. And when I saw the ad and I knew that it was non-invasive and that the downtime was going to be nothing, I wanted to investigate. And so I gave them a call and went in for a consultation. During that consultation, I worked with Tina, and we talked about the areas of my body that I wasn't happy with and what was going to be within her power to fix. And so I was really excited by that and made an appointment.
So when you talk about the areas that can be treated, we know the stomach is a very popular one, but that's not the only area of the body you can treat with cool sculpting.
No, I mean, honestly, anything between the chin and the knees, if you have fat, we can get rid of it. But the stomach and flanks are definitely the most popular. We do notice that the arms are actually something that most women hold on to. For some reason, we hold our weight in our arms, and so that's a great area because even with diet and exercise, I mean, you could do all the tricep extensions in the world and you'd still have bat wings.
Yes,
so,
and the alternative to maybe just really going hard in the gym to try to do something about that, and when you think of surgery or plastic surgery, those leave some serious scarring on those arms, which you don't want people seeing either, and it's super invasive versus cool sculpting.
And you don't get a good, even procedure. You might have lumps, bumps, and so with cool sculpting, it's really nice because it is an even we are able to target specific areas of where you actually need it.
Well, and this is also affordable. You've got a great deal for our viewers today, don't you?
Yeah, so obviously the consultation is complimentary, so please give us a call. We'd love to go through that, just the whole procedure, everything with you, as well as we're giving away a free 200 sound wave treatment, which it actually helps to break down even more fat cells in the area that we're treating, so you get even more of your results.
And what you're seeing here is after they've actually done the cool sculpting itself, the cool aspect of it, right? Then you've got to break up that fat. And you can either do that, well, like say manual massage or with the sound wave that you've got here, and that's a lot more efficient, would you say? Is that kind of explain how that process works?
Yes, and the manual massage is very, very painful, so I think a lot of people shy away from the treatment because they think that it's going to be painful, they're going to have downtime, but with the sound wave, it makes it so easy and efficient, and it really actually gives them a better treatment in
and
the
that's
long
all part
run.
of the promotion too, so you get that in with what you got going on as well. So this is super nice, no downtime. You can go in on your lunch hour, right? That's a great deal too, so you're not having to worry about all this. Ramaya, it's always great having you here.
Thank you.
This is great. Okay, be one of the first 15 callers and you'll receive 25% off, plus you'll receive that complimentary sound wave treatment we were just talking about with purchase of a Cool Sculpting package. That's a $200 value. Call today at 303-220-1100. You can also attend MD Body and Med Spa's Cool event. This is important, folks. September 4th, 5 to 7 p.m. in Greenwood Village. Call now, though, to reserve your spot. 303-220-1100. MD Body and Med Spa paid for today's segment.